Hey guys, so I figured I'd share the quad setup I'm running on my 1S toothpick that you've probably seen in a couple of videos I have where I'm just flying this thing around and yeah, just ripping it around because this thing does rip. It flies amazing. So, in fact, I think it even flies a little bit better than the Kebab FPV toothpick, and it also is a little bit lighter than the Kebab FPV toothpick. So, and it also has a little bit more battery life because the batteries on Kebab FPV's toothpick, this is smaller for the size of battery, and the motors pull less amps, so you get more flight time. Anyways, so what I'm running is originally I was running one of the beta FPV boards, which was complete garbage, and yeah, they're just complete trash. At least the one I had, the one I was buying was, which was a Kebab FPV, or not Kebab FPV, beta FPV 1SFC, which would burn out like crazy after like only a month of using. I literally went through like seven of them. I have a box of them that are dead. So what I'm running right now is I'm running the beta FPV BT2 on this for the connector, and then the FC, because I had so much problems with it, is I bought the Kebab FPV board. This is the V1, the first one they made. I haven't gotten to V2 yet, but it's a yeah, it's just a little 1S board. It only does 1S, but the motor pads are way bigger, which is nice, and the FETs are actually designed for motors like this, so they won't burn out constantly. So it's a little bit annoying because I had to take the motor plugs off, but I probably should have done that anyway to get a bit more performance, but whatever. And yeah, Kebab FPV board, BT2, this is a beta FPV frame. I'm currently looking for a better one, but I can't find any one that's good, that's strong, that has these, so I'm just stuck using these for now. This beta FPV frame. And then these are beta FPV, beta FPV 1102 1350 kV. I might get some different ones that have a 4-hole motor mount, but these ones perform really well and are really, really light and punchy. So yeah, and the camera is just a Wolf Loop. I think it's called a Combo 2. It's just a super cheap one that has a camera and a VTX combined, and you can run. The cable broke on mine, and I can't be bothered to solder it back on because I don't use it. But it has smart audio, and it goes up to 200 milliwatts, and you can have an OSD on it and all that stuff, which is nice. And then because I run Spectrum, I have a super tiny little. Let me see if I can pull it out. This super tiny little Spectrum receiver, which works just fine. I'm running on 3.3 volts. They're not very clear on the Amazon listing what voltage you're supposed to run it on, so I'm just running at 3.3, and it works just fine because I don't want to blow it up. And then I soldered a little connector on there to run it, and it works great. Gives me good range and all that stuff. This video, the 200 milliwatts video, will still outrun Spectrum because, come on, it's Spectrum. What do you expect? I really need to buy a Crossfire. Spectrum's okay, it's just way too expensive for what it does, and it's the range in open air is fine, but the range penetrating through things like through trees and concrete and stuff is complete trash. It's not horrible, but it's not great. Because I'm in my garage right now, and I usually fly sitting in my garage, especially since it's getting cold outside. I fly from sitting inside my garage around the neighborhood. And it will go reasonably far, but it won't go nearly as far as I've seen FrSky, but I don't like FrSky as a company, so that's why I refuse to buy their transmitter, blah blah blah. But yeah, that's it. This mount. I should probably 3D print something, but this is just the original mount it came with that I snipped up and shoved it on here and blobbed hot glue on there to get it to fit, and it works just fine. And then I have this frame bolted together slightly weird to give me some more camera tilt, so I can have 45, so I can actually do, and I have done Matty flips with this thing. Like, this thing has a lot of power for the size of it. And then these are just generic 2.5-inch props. I need to get some of the King Kong ones, the original ones, and drill them out to test them, but these are ones I had lying around, some Gemfan ones that it came with, and then these are some super beat up Pyro drone ones, but they work just fine. The main thing is these just get rounded off and they don't break. I have broke these before, but they don't break that easily. And then battery mounting, I just have some double sticky tape that I kind of like got rid of the sticky on one side by just kind of touching it and whatever, and then the other side is stuck to the board, so I just use this as like super tiny Uma grip and just have just a rubber band doubled over to hold it down. And there you go. And it flies really, really, really good. The power to weight on this thing is amazing, given it's 1S and it's this small, and it can handle a good bit of wind. I was flying like 20-mile-an-hour wind, and you barely noticed. It didn't really get thrown around. The main thing is just when you're throwing your weight over things, you're doing something like a power loop or Matty flip or just something cool where you throw your weight over something, it doesn't carry because the wind just stops it. Or if you're going downwind, it will blow it way past. It flies amazing, and it's crazy light, and it's really quiet. It performs pretty much like my 5-inch. It just doesn't have the same speed, and again, because it's so light, you can't carry your weight over things, but I don't care. I'm too lazy to fly my 5-inch or go anywhere to where I can fly my 5-inch. That's why I fly these things almost exclusively. I have a 5-inch. This guy. But I don't fly it very often because I have like literally nowhere to fly it, and it doesn't actually perform a whole lot different to this guy. So this is a Gep RC Mark II with a whole that's been beat the crap out of it and had a whole bunch of components changed, and I put a 20 by 20 board in there, even though it's not supposed to fit a 20 by 20. Whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This thing flies great. I use these weird, cheapy, generic batteries from Amazon, these crazy ponies. These perform really well. Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, the only other thing, because this is an HX100 originally, is make sure you put metal screws on there, because like Bob FPV said, plastic screws, you'll hate your life. They will break constantly. They suck. Don't use them.
Yeah, Prime C. You know the recipe. I get down and dirty, never down and out. You dig, know me through word of mouth. Turn them out on 50 horns and show 'em what it's all about. Talking bullshit, call you out. Had a couple falling out. Probably for the better, leave them bitter, cause I'm balling out. Bonafide, smoking ride, put my flow in overdrive. Take the scenic route, cause if I don't, I'll fall asleep behind the wheel and I'm feeling drowsy. The sky's a little cloudy, it'll clear up, cheer up, we're up next, so stop with all the doubting. Rerouting and go to the top of the mountain. The scenery make my pit flow like a fountain. And I really wanna take that trip, but the road too long, just gotta pass through. And at the end of the day, I'm making my way, it ain't nothing new. But no GPS, I'm underfunded and dysfunctional like CPS. Despite the forks in this road chill, we be blessed, cause anytime I overheat, the beats release stress. So I'm chillin', yeah, I'm chillin'. The Palm Squares, how about you? I'm chillin', shit, I'm chillin' too, be chillin'. Check it out. Yo, I'm like Anton Chigurh, I'll pop your lock with a bolt pistol. Act as a rogue missile, bad to the bone tissue. It's Bill and Ted meets the living dead. I'm pestilent, you test me and I'll slip the head of Mr. Red up in your bed. Mafioso, wildin' as I rock the rowboat, smiling with a Budweiser and a shot of SoCo. Soar past in the luchador mask, play flugel, horn brass, knuckles whooping your ass. You can find ag, huff and glue before class. I'm a certified member of the uniform staff. It's the fatuous hooligan acting a fool with it, leaving young bloods laying on their backs in a pool of it. Act as a lunatic, I prove it on the regular. Maneuver through communities, stupefy the neighborhood. Yeah, I'm Daryl Dixon with the arrow, bitch. A parasitic pharaoh, spitting diction more sadistic than De Niro flicks. Keep serpentine into the words I'm rhyming. Act is manifested, perfect timing is galactic as the Earth's alignment. Feels like I'm trapped in a deserted island, rationing my herb supply and laughing as I grapple with the burning climate. An active carcinage and rambling gibberish. German acts are passing the limit, yo, that's how we're living it. We on fire like Pryor with the passion of Kinnison. P-squares, proud cause, stay attacking you simpletons.
I gargle water at its boiling point, gargle motor oil. Got the heart of a soldier marching on foreign soil. Hardly the poster boy of metaphysical poets. I just need a mental image to focus, avoiding self-discipline. Toy with a felt tip pen till hell's risen, then delve into it. Told it the bells, hear 'em ringing in the burnt sulfur and flashes. More than reminiscent of the smells in my kitchen. Told him teach, I don't work at home lest the beat bellows. Word is born, Turkish gold, turn my teeth yellow. See from the street level, scream like a tea kettle. Appreciate it, but I'ma need y'all to keep mellow. Then I make them shout, loud as it can be. Take the stage, put the crowd in a frenzy. A wandering gypsy, cough out clouds like a chimney. Playing kowtow me in the ordinary